Hi there. Thanks for joining me. Today, I want you to get curious about your dog. I want to talk about this because that's something that's really simple and really important to me. So, thinking about what your dog is doing, not just when they're doing something that bothers you, but I mean, noticing them throughout the day. What does your dog actually do? What do they choose to do when nobody is asking them to do anything? What does your dog like to do? What do they seem to enjoy? I get curious. Think about all the behaviors that you see. Maybe your dog sniffs or digs or rolls or licks things or chews. Maybe they shred things. Maybe your dog, lots of dogs like to carry things around. Maybe it's not something that you like them to carry around, but have you ever noticed sometimes some dogs really like to carry things around? Or there's a number of reasons why they like to do that. Some dogs really like to just watch out the window, just sit and stare and watch everything going on out the window. Other dogs like to patrol the whole yard. Some like to search for things. Some really like to play. Some like to run. And some just like to rest in particular places. Certain places they'll just always go and rest. Like Ginger always goes and rests under chairs or under benches. She kind of likes to sit there. So there's so much behavior happening every single day that we don't even notice it. That's what I want people to start getting curious about. That's what I want you to get curious about. What does your dog like to do? If you gave your dog some choice, what would they choose to do? What behavior do they keep going back to? What makes them light up and get excited? What holds their attention? What do they spend time simply doing because they have the opportunity to do it? Those are things worth noticing because behavior is information. And then you can ask questions like, what changed? Why did this behavior happen here and not there? It's really interesting piece to add to dog behavior and investigating and being a detective and being curious about dog behavior. A great clue is when they do something, when they're somewhere different, or if something is suddenly, what has changed to make that behavior happen? Maybe when people come over, it's not the same everywhere. When you go out, they might be, maybe they're relaxed at home, but very watchful when they go somewhere else. They're suddenly not the same dog. Think about what's changed. Maybe they barely sniff at one place and then sniff like crazy somewhere else. I see that so often. And there's always often I find reasons and can find an association to why the behavior has changed in that location. So think about that kind of thing. Be curious about it. Maybe they're more comfortable with certain people or in certain situations. And then somewhere else, it's completely different. So instead of, right away thinking, why is my dog acting like this? Get curious about it. What's different? What's happening around them? What's going on in the environment? What's changed? Who is there? What can they suddenly maybe see, hear, or smell that's making that behavior change? What happened just before the behavior? The environment is a huge part of that picture. We do this ourselves too. We're not the exact same in every situation. Our behavior can change depending on where we are, who we're with, what's happening around us, how we're feeling. How we're feeling can really affect our behavior. And so dogs are very much affected by their experiences and surroundings too. So when their behavior changes, that's information. So today, I would like your challenge to be take 5 minutes just watching your dog. Just 5 minutes. Just watch your dog. Don't ask anything. Don't worry about whether they're doing something right or wrong. And just observe. Just watch. And what are they doing? What do they choose to do? What do they seem to enjoy doing? What changes when the environment changes? You might be very surprised by how very much is happening when you start paying attention to what your dog is doing. This is something that I'm going to be talking about a lot more. I want us to become more curious about dog behavior and about all of these things that are happening right in front of us that dogs are doing. Because the more we understand about what our dogs are doing and why they're doing it, the more appropriately we can help them, we can respond them, and we can respond to them and support them. So that's what I always mean when I keep saying understanding changes everything. Today, don't just look at your dog, look closer. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. I will put the link in to book a call. If you want to talk about your dog behavior, please check out my new website at fitsyourdog.ca. I have some great new stuff up there, and I'm working on adding more. I want people to get curious about their dogs. I want them to get curious and start asking questions about behavior and recognizing that understanding can really change everything. So thanks for and have a great day. Thanks for watching and have a great day. And watch your dog and let me know in the comments if there's something that you're curious about, something you notice, or if you're unsure about your behavior. Let's hear about it. Let's talk about it. Let's get things going so that you can understand your dog isn't doing things to just drive you crazy. Dogs are being dogs and doing the very best that they can in the environment that they're in. And when you look at your expectations, once you understand, your expectations will change, and it will change everything about how you deal with that dog, how you help that dog, how you support that dog, and it will help you to love that dog and your dog to love you even more.